Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video. I'm Babsy. I have a new king for Highsec encounter farming. And why? Why didn't I buy this ship earlier? I'm talking about the mighty Apocalypse Striker. And jeez, this is a good ship for encounter farming. Oh my god. In the background, you will see me doing a T10 expert encounter just to showcase what I'm talking about. You guys probably already know that this ship is so good, right? I didn't really think that this ship was as good as people said, but I was wrong. What I do when flying the Apocalypse Striker is I warp to 0. I orbit the beacon at 20 kilometers. I shoot the small stuff first, because in a very rare occasion, the smaller ships are flying like ninjas and avoiding a few hits, and that could be pretty annoying. So use webs and a painter. This will pretty much make you hit them pretty consistent. Not every time, but you will get the hit and it will die. When everything except the battleships are dead, you activate the I win button, aka the siege mode, and you start blapping the battleships. And they will go down so fast. Ooh, that feeling is so good. And even though I am using pulse lasers, I have not encountered one encounter that spawned enemies too far away so I couldn't hit them from where I was orbiting. So I don't even need to chase the NPCs. I just orbit, shoot stuff, and I win. Yeah? But the thing that usually takes time when doing the T10 encounters is the bigger ships, or more or less the battleships. But with the Apocalypse Striker, this is not an issue. Worth noting is that I am far from perfect skills. I can just imagine what this ship can do with perfect skills. Ooh. So let's just quickly talk about the fit that I'm using. Right now, as I said, I'm using pulse lasers, 8 of them to be exact. And I prefer pulse lasers because they do a lot more damage than beams. And I really don't need to range tank Highsec encounters. But if you were doing a harder encounter, or like a story mission, beams could be an option because the range could be a pretty good tank. Just remember, kill the small ships as fast as you possibly can, because if they get under your guns, you might be screwed. And for the mids, I'm using a pretty standard fit here. 2 webs, 1 painter, and yeah, drones, like usual. And for the low slots, I might even be a bit overtanked, but I prefer having a little safety line in case something happens, like you get disconnected or just whatever. 1 repper and 1 red adaptive and 1 reactive. And then I just smacked in 3 heat sinks for more damage. And as for the rigs, go full damage, as much as you can afford. I am currently using 3 activation time rigs. And the engineering rigs is not that important, but sure, I'm using 2 CCCs and a semiconductor. And I guess it's pretty good to have some kind of cap, right? Because we are, after all, flying a laser ship that needs cap to be able to fire its guns. Use some engineering rigs, but you don't have to go with T3 versions. T2 is perfectly fine. Oh, by the way, if you are dreaming about getting an Apocalypse Striker, but you haven't reached T10 yet, you could always buy a regular APOC. You would have 1 less mid slot, and obviously you would not have the siege mode, but you would still have a good PvE ship until you hit T10. And this fit applies to the normal APOC as well. So farm with the APOC until you have ISK to buy the Striker. And you need T10 as well. Don't get me wrong, other pirate battleships is awesome for encounters or farming anomalies, but this ship is more affordable and performs just as good, or even better in some situations, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Is the Apocalypse Striker the true king of Highsec encounter farming? Let me know in the comments, will you? If you guys enjoyed this video, feel absolutely free to leave a like. You can also consider subscribing because that helps me out and you will get the notification when I release a new video. And by the way, we are so close to 300 subs now. Oh my god. When we hit 300 subs, I'm gonna have a giveaway. Just saying. You guys have an awesome day, night, or evening, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Goodbye.